A lot of people don't know this, but 1 in 4 girls are sexually violated before they turn 18. 1 in 6 boys, unfortunately, have suffered the same. Now, while these statistics are factual, they don't tell the complete truth. My name is Aziza Kibibi. I am Aziza Kibibi. And I know that statistics don't tell the complete truth because statistics are based off of what has been reported. When I was 8 years old, I was molested by my father. By the time I was 10 years old, he was raping me. At 12 years old, he deemed me his sex slave. I got pregnant by him for the first time when I was 15. And over the years, I have had 5 pregnancies for him. 4 of them did result in live births. My children were delivered at home, and I was homeschooled. Most reports of child sexual abuse are spoken on by mandatory reporters. That includes doctors, nurses, teachers, and of course, law enforcement. While in my case, because I was kept completely isolated from most of the world, not being in school, not being allowed to see doctors, there was no reporting of what was happening to me. So I was one of the many hundreds of thousands of victims who are not reported on. So if 1 in 4 women have been molested before they're 18, and 1 in 6 boys have been molested before they are 18, imagine the many more, how much more it actually is, because they simply are not reported. When I escaped my father, I was 24 years old. And through that process, I lost my children to the system. And once I got them back, establishing myself and my family came with a lot of its own challenges. Finding resources was not easy. Finding financial resources was even harder. I had to work. I had to figure out how to take care of my children. I had to get daycare. So I understand the intersectionality of how sexual abuse can affect an adult and their finances and their ability to build wealth. In studies published by the National Institute of Health, it's been discovered that it could cost a survivor of childhood sexual abuse over $300,000 just to recover. In certain cases, it can be as much as $1 million. The fact that I could not find resources inspired me to start Precious Little Ladies Incorporated, a charitable 501c3 nonprofit organization where our mission is to combat child molestation, domestic violence, sexual assault, and incestuous abuse by strengthening the bond between mothers and daughters to help educate the community on these issues, raise awareness of everyone, and support survivors on their journey to healing. We do that through workshops, events, talks, and media. Precious Little Ladies Incorporated is extremely excited to partner with Unbound Ritual. When I first learned of the organization and the willingness and dedication that they had to really expand the thinking and look at life and humanity and the things that drives us and arouses us and the things that we are even afraid of, I connected with myself and my experiences. A lot of survivors do have problems with letting go and being free. And the idea of Unbound Ritual really speaks to that struggle of accepting the trauma that you have experienced. And through that acceptance, freeing yourself of the negativity that comes along with that trauma. Today, I am a thriving, powerful, boundless woman who uses her voice to raise awareness and develop programs that helps other women and men who have experienced similar traumas to find their voice and heal. I'm so grateful for the support of Unbound Ritual and Feminine Weapon, because to really attack very taboo issues such as incestuous abuse and child molestation, it's important to have an open mind and to really look at things with a broader scope and through different lenses. So some of the themes dealing with both of these organizations, I think, will be very impactful and helpful in the work that we do. Being only educated by my parents to the age of 11, once I escaped, I put myself through college and graduated magna cum laude with 2 bachelor's degrees. I am also a published author. I published a book called Unashamed, A Life Tainted that chronicles my experience having my children, being abused by my father, and also the trial that ensued after reporting him and his crimes that ultimately resulted in him receiving 90 years in prison. Now, this journey has not been easy, to say the least. I am criticized often because I am so shameless in my expression, and especially the expression of my sensuality and sexuality. I use my platforms to teach the public that though you have been traumatized, things that have happened to you does not dictate who you are. And it definitely does not take away from the potential of who you can be. I want to leave you with a poem that I wrote that I think really encapsulates the idea of looking at the antithesis of your goals to find strength. It's called Free in a Box. Unknowingly known, seed placed in soil untoiled, buried deep though not sown, I am, therefore this is, taken nowhere but here, progressing to a stop, foreign to my native world, hidden in plain sight, darkness what's revealed by the blinded light. Exposure is my day, revelation my night. Part the curtain, draw the shade, awareness is my fight. Be blessed, for you are a blessing.